Okay, we're answering the question how to peel, seed, and dice a tomato. We're also answering the question how to make what's called tomato brunoise, which also means extremely finely minced foods, brunoise means. And then how to make cold diced tomato concassé, which is not cooked. Tomato concassé would certainly refer to two different tomato preparations. One would be cooked and one would be uncooked. And we're going to give you the uncooked version here quickly. So we're answering three questions here. The first one, how to peel, seed, and dice a tomato. Now this is a tomato shark. One does not need this tool to do this, and this is the most efficient way of doing it. See, because I can do the same thing by taking the core of the tomato out with a small knife or a paring knife, but for some reason, generally speaking, it's just not as efficient as the other one, but it's pretty close. But then again, we're oversold on tools and equipment in our society anyway, and I have this saying that it's always a sign of a weak cook that complains about his equipment. Can you imagine someone saying, well, I couldn't peel and seed and dice my tomato because I didn't have a tomato shark? All right, now that we have the core out, we put a little bit of X on there, like that. We drop it into simmering water, okay? I have some ice water here. We're going to plunge it into the ice water after the skin starts blistering. Now, here's another way of making cold minced tomato concassé, but it's not skinned in this particular case. First, you cut the tomato in half. Then you cut the edges off. Then you move the tomato as you're cutting it, so you end up with that. Now for a perfectly minced tomato brunoise with the skin on. Always being sure to cut all the way through so you don't have pieces of tomato. Now there's some nice minced tomato that one can use for the garnish of any number of things, okay? Now our tomato in the water is just about done. It's nice and blistered, and we're going to take it out. As you can see when I say blistered, the skin itself is starting to peel right off the tomato. I'm going to put in a little bit of ice water to stop the cooking process and also to make it easier for us to handle. That's easy enough for me, okay? Now, to take the skin off, boom, comes right off. And to seed it, cut it in half. This particular tomato, it's not that juicy, but typically you would save all the juice and the skins and stuff and use them in one of your stocks or something, wherever something calls for tomato. If you're not making very much, in which case you might just throw it out. Okay. Now we have two things here. We're going to do something with each one of them. This one is just peeled, seeded, and chopped tomato. And so when you see a recipe that calls for that, that's what it wants. Okay? Now, if we want tomato concassé, which is cold, which also means tomato concassé cold also means peeled, seeded, and finely diced tomato, which is what we're going to do with this, which is the peeled version of this one here. And there you have it. Those are three different kinds of tomatoes. Minced tomato concassé with the skin, peeled, seeded, and chopped tomato, fine diced, uncooked tomato concassé. Have a great tomato day.